The years after the Civil War saw no let-up in the number of immigrants arriving in the United States, mostly through the New York harbor. The tens of thousands of new immigrants were pushed to the Lower East Side, where they sought out relatives and friends to help them get started. Others came on their own, convinced that the land of plenty would mean steady work and wages higher than anything they could get back home. They crowded into dilapidated tenement buildings made up of dozens of tiny, dark, airless apartments. Large families and groups of men settled into cubby holes which had no running water or electricity. Human waste was discarded in the rear courtyards, where women also washed clothes and where homeless men, women, and children often slept to be away from the policeman's insults and kicks. Cholera claimed hundreds of lives, as did alcohol and suicide. These new immigrants faced a severe shortage of work and competed for low-paying jobs against Civil War veterans and Black Americans, many of whom had lived in the area for decades, and others freshly arrived from southern plantations. Poor houses and police stations filled to the brim with men and women unable to find work and pay the high rents. Thousands of men like Patrick O'Neill, who had come by steamship in 1868, found themselves destitute with no prospects in sight.
A new one, eh? Fresh off the boat, I see. It looks like you survived the crossing all right. You looking for work? Need a place to lay your head? You're in luck. I know some lads who are looking for another man to share the cost of the place. It'll only cost you a few cents a month. Don't just stand there if you don't want to miss out on it. Come on, follow me. I'll take care of you.
Dear John, I write you this note, hoping to find you in good health and plenty of work, as I have neither at present. I landed here on the first Monday of March, and ever since looking for work and can't get nothing to do, not even labouring work. There is not enough work here for the blacks, let alone white people. I am very badly off at present, and would like very much to be back in Dublin, where I could get some work to do. I wish to God that I never left to come to this boasted land of plenty. I stopped here for 4 days looking for work everywhere and could get none. I never led such a life, nor did I expect that I ever would. We are both cold and hungry this moment and do not know where to turn to. My mind is a hell to me. I was going to drown myself last night. God only knows what will become of me. There's about 100,000 people idle here, and every ship brings out hundreds more. If you know anybody that is thinking of coming out here, tell them for God's sake to stop where they are. I will go home as soon as I can, or die here by myself. Farewell, farewell, perhaps forever, your affectionate brother, Patrick O'Neill.